face the charges of treason, and how high do you think this could go? Or is this going to be the old Washington game of blaming someone down the lower level?
It's beyond the election. It's beyond the stolen votes. You have to look at Joe Biden and his family. Billions of dollars to his son Hunter, his drug-addled son. Billions of dollars from China and billions from the Ukraine to Hunter Biden. Can you even imagine this in a different day? The fact that the media has remained silent as China and Iran and Russia are buying off our officials should tell you everything you need to know about the Mockingbird media.
Not to mention, Mary, as you report in your excellent report, The Perfect Storm, the Jafar family, the Gulf Tanner family, Dr. Jafar, as you guys report, used to be the head of Saddam Hussein's nuclear program, making the nuclear beach ball, a miniaturized nuclear device. I think he was on the kill list during the war, and then his family and his business get a contract running Port Canaveral in Florida and in Wilmington, Delaware, cargo containers, and yet they're in some kind of business deals back with the 100% Russian-owned exporter of the Club K car that has 4 cruise missile silos that pop up and can deliver cruise missiles, biological weapons, nuclear weapons, and could easily be planted down here in the U.S. as you have translated Russian manuals for Pearl Harbor 2.0 into English that call for a Russian strategy of doing just that. And as you know, live on our show a few years ago, Phil Haney, former Department of Homeland Security whistleblower, revealed right on this show, hey, Brandon, you want another piece of interesting information to go with that? Look at Citgo, owned by Venezuela. They're in financial crisis with massive inflation. Guess who's come in and bought up a big chunk of their company? Russia. Look at all their oil terminals up and down the eastern seaboard. Now Russia can bring in through the oil terminals, the cargo terminals can bring in the Club K cargo missile launching system in this relationship with Dr. Jafar and Gulf Tanner, have cause now to move them into the U.S. and plop them down at oil refineries up and down the East Coast as a Trojan horse, and that's your perfect Pearl Harbor 2.0 that you've been warning about, and Phil Haney dropped that right on the news desk of our show live, and you happen to be watching that night. So there's way more to this than just the election. We're talking about them being inside the wire, and a lot of these people, the Bidens, the Obamas, Hillary, tied to some of these actors, correct?
Well, that's correct, beyond which the Jafars were put on the Pentagon's blacklist, meant that they were wanted for capture or kill Dr. Jafar, Dia Jafar. And he's the nuclear mastermind of Saddam Hussein. And, you know, this is, but in order to take back our country, we must take back this election that Donald Trump won fair and square before they started cheating with foreign actors, Russia, China, Iran. That their hand is in here for the theft of this election. That's why the American people must stand up, and that is why President Donald Trump must abide by his oath to protect this country. He cannot step down until this election is fairly, legally settled.
And the reason I bring all that up, Mary, is, as you know, as an intelligence, national security intelligence author and researcher, all of this involves massive national intelligence implications.
Absolutely.
So let me just reiterate real quick. The news tonight, General Flynn calling in. We've just found out from General McInerney, the Kraken is actually a military division. Did you say the 305th, known as the Kraken? That's a military division? That's the Kraken?
No, it's a battalion.
A battalion.
Military intelligence battalion. Brandon, can I say one other thing in closing?
Yes.
Now this is going directly to those that want to seize this country, because they have hacked my cell phone. And so everything I say on this particular channel, open channel, they are copying. They mean business. They are deeply into this. And they now know that because of what you've done and what we've done tonight, that they are in even more trouble. And we are coming after you. The American people are going to come after you. And this president won this election, and he is going to be the president for the next 4 years. But we're after you. You will not seize this country, because this would be the last free election we ever had. And I'm in agreement with you and Mary that Joe Biden should step down right now.
Joe Biden needs to concede.